Here we have the official Space Fury by Sega for the ColecoVision system. Or as I like to call it, reverse asteroids on acid. And you'll see why I like to call it that in a moment. Holy sh! That guy is scary. Sega, if your job was to scare the living crap out of children, mission accomplished. Now, if you're familiar with asteroids, you pretty much get the gist of this game, except for it happens in reverse. In asteroids, you have a large chunk of rock that you hit with your lasers, and it turns it into smaller pieces of rock until they eventually are blasted to nothing. In this, you have several little things, I guess they're supposed to be spaceships of some kind, that spin around the screen and eventually join together to form one big thing, hence the reverse asteroids concept. On the Coleco version of this game, you have two buttons you use. One button is your fire button, and the other button is your thrust. And you use the joystick to change the angle of the nose of your spacecraft. After clearing a stage, you get to power up your spaceship. You have a choice of three options. One option gives you the ability to shoot in three directions. The second option gives you the ability to shoot three concentrated lasers out the front of your ship. And the third option gives you the ability to fire forward and backwards on your ship. Although the game is entertaining in the same way that Asteroids is entertaining, and has very much the same gameplay and feel, I do not recommend inducing large amounts of drugs and playing this game. You run the risk of having the image of that scary alien being burned into your brain and ruining your psyche permanently. And I can't imagine the music is any better for a wild drug trip. If anything, it would probably freak me out, that's for sure. This game was first released in the arcades as a stand-up arcade model by the same name, and the interesting feature that made this game playable in 1981 was the fact that it had voices. The alien you saw in the beginning sequence that would introduce you to the game actually spoke to you, which I imagine is 10 times scarier than the home version, where he doesn't speak to you. In 1982, Sega took the arcade version of this game and ported it to the ColecoVision home system. It was never ported to the Intellivision or Atari 2600 systems, thereby making it an exclusive game to ColecoVision outside of the arcade. The game has moderate replay value, in the same way that Asteroids does, because quite frankly it's virtually the same game, just in reverse. And the nice added bonus of having power-ups. for your spaceship. And the novelty of the scary space alien who will haunt your dreams forever. This is Classic Games Revisited. I'm your host, Dami. Until next time.